everyone, and he is Secretary for you, please make up your phones, and let us have some good time together. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, is it Christian Priest?
Yes, we are live on air on YouTube. Everybody, what do you want to say to me?
Okay, I was listening to all this, I'm just checking your references you given against Michael. Either you are a complete fat liar, or all the imams since I was a child have been lying to me. Because Islam, I was taught Surah Baqarah, ayat 2, 5, 6, it says, like Rafidin, there is no compulsion in religion.
Okay.
And then another surah, for instance, says Surah Kafirun ayat 6 means your religion is yours, mine is mine. And it's meant to be a peaceful religion, but you are just throwing too many things. I can't even, search for it. Where'd you get these things from?
Let us, it's in my head. I'm a walking Bible. Let us go one by one. We should stand in peace, correct?
Yes.
Well, isn't the Quran in chapter 9, verse number 29, order the Muslims to fight and to kill all the Christians, either they pay the jizya and they convert, or they die.
If it's in the time of war, I wouldn't worry about it.
Order, my friend,
But it's not.
Okay,
Yes.
in the time of war, but the Christian did not wage war on you. It's you waging war. Read with me carefully. It's your Quran. And I can open for you any translation you wish. Which translation you like most?
It doesn't really matter as far as it's translated.
Okay. Muhammad Yusuf Ali, a Muslim. I'm not going to use any translation.
The problem is, you're showing another translation. They all contradict each other. I don't know who to listen to.
Okay, so I'm asking you which translation you like.
Go to Jalalain. Jalalain is a
translation. Jalalain is tafsir. Jalalain is tafsir.
Go to Tafsir Jalalain.
All right, so we'll go to Tafsir Jalalain.
Ibn Kathir.
Okay, Ibn Kathir, you want Ibn Kathir? Just tell me what you want. I'm here.
Ibn Kathir.
Ibn Kathir. Okay, Ibn Kathir. Let us go to Ibn Kathir.
It's shocking. It's not. It can't be true.
You see, it's true, my friend. And as you said, either I'm a filthy liar, or they are a filthy liar. And I thought that was it. All right. So, this is Ibn Kathir. I will show it to you the screen. And remember, it's your choice, not my choice. You wanted the Jalalain, I said, okay, I will show the Jalalain. You said, okay, I will show you the whatever you want. This is Ibn Kathir. You see? It says Ibn Kathir. You see my screen? All right. This is Ibn Kathir. And let me zoom out so you can see better.
I those who believe in it.
Let's go to verse number 9, because this is many. Here he is explaining Rohan Fazil and etc. You speak Arabic, I'm assuming, do you?
Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. I know we can even in Arabic. Okay, let's go in English now. Fight against those who believe not in Allah, nor the last days, nor what is forbidden, which is forbidden by Allah and His Messenger, and those who acknowledge not the religion of the truth from the people of the scriptures. Okay, why do you want to fight them? Because they don't acknowledge the following things: the last day of Islam, what is forbidden by Islam, and the message of Islam. Do you agree? Okay, so what is the reason to kill them? Because they don't acknowledge. And I think the verses are clear. Now let's read Ibn Kathir. Until they pay the jizya with willing and submission and feel themselves subdued. Now read carefully. Ibn Kathir now is making his commentary.
Subdued. Subdued doesn't say that.
Here we go. That's what the Quran is saying. You speak Arabic, right? So Sarun means subdued immediately. Okay. Therefore, this is Ibn Kathir talking now, not the Quran. Therefore, when people of the scriptures disbelieved in Muhammad, and they had no beneficial faith in any messenger or what the messenger brought, rather than follow their religion, because this is confirmed with their ideas, lust, and the ways of their forefathers, not because they are Allah law religion. They had been true believers in their religion. That faith would be, has directed them to believe in Muhammad. So because they are not to believe in Muhammad, obviously they are liars, right? And then he says, because all the people gave the good news to Muhammad, etc., blah, 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 they believe in Muhammad, and look, hear what he says.
That's harsh.
Their religion, these religions, came from Allah, but because this is sweet, their desire and lust. Therefore, their claimed faith is earlier, like an earlier prophet, will not benefit them, because they disbelieve in the master and the master of the last and the most perfect of the prophets. Hence, Allah's statement. So, because they did not believe in Muhammad, it's not because they are fighting Muhammad. I think that the truth is clear, correct? Because of that, look what it says. Fight against those who believe not in Allah, nor the last, etc., to the end of the verse. And then, it says, this honorable ayah was revealed with the order to fight the people of the book. After the pagan were defeated, so Muhammad now he killed all the enemy. Who's left? He killed the Jews. He killed the, he killed the Arab. Now it's time to finish those Christians and Jews. So the people enter into Allah religion in large numbers. So Muhammad now have a big army because people are fear, terrified. And the Arabian Peninsula was secure under Muslim control. Allah commanded His Messenger to fight the people of the Scripture, Jews and Christians. On the ninth year of the Hijrah, he prepared an army to fight the Romans. The same the Roman who fighted him, he sent a letter to the Romans saying, convert or die. Now, you said to me,
That's what you specifically are referring to.
what?
Which battle?
It doesn't matter, he decided to Tabuk. Exactly. Muhammad, he went to Tabuk, but he could not make it because he could not get in, he was hoping to be able to attack, but it looked like they were ready for him. So he wasn't able to attack. And he came back after waiting for some time in Tabuk.
Don't buy another pair of glasses until you've seen what this new invention can do. These self-adjustable glasses are taking the world by storm. They let you achieve a perfect 20/20 vision at any distance, which means you won't have to visit your eye doctor ever again. They were created by an optician who dedicated his life to providing a solution for myopia, hyperopia, and astigmatism. The story of John Mayer's discovery began 3 years ago after thousands of eyeglass prescriptions. He noticed a trend. As people get older, they need to change their glasses way too often. And when you're nearsighted and farsighted, you need to have 2 pairs of glasses with you. But having to carry 2 pairs of glasses all the time is downright annoying, not to mention quite expensive too. John also discovered another big issue. Almost all spectacle wearers suffered from eye strain and fatigue. It turned out a lot of his clients were wearing glasses with an incorrect prescription. John teamed up with an optical engineer to fix these issues and make everyone's life easy. After more than 2 years of research,
Waiting for some time in Tabuk. But then, as you see here, you said to me, Islam teaching you that you have your religion, I have mine, there's no confusion of religion, what? So this is called obligation.
Yeah, most
When
yes.
Muhammad, he was weak, he said, okay, you have your religion, I have my religion, because he cannot force them. But as you see here,
An ayah, a verse could be easily abrogated by its divine name, which is Allah.
no problem, but
There's no problem with that.
okay,
You keep
why
insulting
you are
Islam by saying it's a
why-
cult.
Hold on,
It's
why you are
cult.
quoting from
Let
me?
me translate the cult for you.
My friend,
Let me tell you the
just
cult
wait,
is, my friend.
just wait. Why you are quoting for me a verse which is abrogated? It's not valid. Because Al-Kafirun, Al-Kafirun and the other verse is not valid, it's abrogated by the chapter of Tawbah.
Cult is a system. Cult is a system which is personally direct towards someone, a personal figure.
Yes.
Okay? So if you give me a verse, okay, any verse being abrogated by Allah, it's not, but you can never find a verse being abrogated by Muhammad. Just from too many things, people cannot pick it up.
Okay. Let us finish this one, and I promise you I will go right away and I will show you the verses which Muhammad abrogated. But let us agree that what you said about peace it was not, I'm not going to say you are lying, I will say it was not true. Be careful. Here it says, the Messenger of Allah marched, heading toward Asham to fight the Roman and to reach Tabuk. where he set a camp, etc., so he could not, he could not do it, he came back. And the condition entered they paid the jizya. If they did not choose to embrace Islam. So why we have to pay jizya? Because die or pay. And with willing submission in the
Everybody's paying jizya. What's wrong with that?
No.
You live in America, you pay taxes.
No. This is our land. How we pay land. The American occupied Iraq. They were forced them to pay jizya because the American occupied them to protect them from the American. But they protest them. And look what he says. It says in the verse. And feel themselves subdued, disgraced, humiliated, etc. Therefore, the Muslims are not allowed to honor the people of the dunya or elevate them above the Muslims. For they are miserable, disgraced, humiliated. A Muslim reported that Abu Hurairah, Allah the Prophet said, don't initiate salam to the Jews and the Christians, and if you meet any of them in the road, force them to the narrowest alley between the sewage. This is why the leader of the faithful, Umar ibn Khattab, may Allah please with him, demand his well-known conditions to be met by the Christians. These conditions that ensured their continued humiliation, disgrace, etc. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
So you are saying to me that Islam says you have your religion, I have mine. Those people, they have no guilt except they are Christians. And now you want to humiliate them because they refuse Islam. This is their crime.
That's not what I was taught.
But I'm showing you the truth, and you are the one who asked me to read the Kathir.
Obviously, I'm working and living in a Christian country.
Okay, my friend.
And I'm dealing and working with Christians and
No
Jews.
problem.
They respect me so much.
No problem. I'm not saying anything.
I
my friend.
use these words against them.
My friend, I'm not talking about you. This is not about you or me. You might be a wonderful person, but this is not about you and me. This is religion. So you said to me, read the Kathir. I quoted for you live on air what you choose, correct? It was your choice. So obviously, Islam is not what some Muslims they think. You are a Muslim, but you've been taught that the Prophet says you have my religion, you have yours. This one, when he was weak, it's abrogated. Now, we prove to you that the first thing you said to us about Islam, give a freedom of choice, that is a big fat lie they told you. Even the Prophet of Islam, he says, I've been ordered to fight all mankind. And they say there's no God but Allah, and no Prophet but Muhammad. And if they do so, only if they do so, I will stop killing them and shedding their blood. And here we go, all those hadith are sahih, and they are accurate. You have not only you have to say the shahada, you have to pray as we pray, you have to fast as we fast, you have to face the qibla, you have to pay the zakat,
Is it that?
and then, and this is sahih, doesn't matter, hadith or not. This is sahih, yeah.
No, did you say it's a hadith or Quran?
My friend, this is hadith and sahih. But it is in total agreement with
Did you-
chapter 9, verse 29.
Could you show it on the screen, please?
I'm showing it on screen, don't see it?
It's not coming up.
Okay, well, maybe you need to refresh your
What do you want to say? Islam? Let me refresh it. 1 second. I'm able to find the people told they say man has the right to be worshipped. And if they say so, pray like our prayers face our Qibla, not slaughter, and we slaughter. And the building property will be sacred to us, and we will not interfere with them except legally. And Brittany will do alone.
So what does that mean?
That's I have a 392. I go sunnah.com, let me check. Sorry, I need to check. I don't trust anyone anymore. Bukhari. Right. Yeah. So that means, so this, if this is true, it abrogates Ayat 256, Surah Baqarah, and Surah Kafirun.
In the chapter of abrogate everything because Quran is more powerful. Right? So the Quran and the Hadith will confirm that what you said to me in the beginning was not to be accurate, and this is the truth.
But tell me one thing, is there anywhere in the Quran backing up the Hadith? We keep taking Hadith for granted.
No, I should show you the Quran first, and now I'll show you the Hadith. I cannot show you the Hadith first and the Quran second.
There's
So the
any
Hadith,
ayat, any verse in the Quran saying you must listen to Hadith?
oh yeah, there's tons of them. Because the
Show
Quran,
me one.
okay, hold on. The Quran says, whatever the
If
Prophet
the Quran doesn't back up the Hadith can go invalid.
Is this your kettle? Is this your shower? Then you've got a serious limescale problem. Speed up.
The Hadith can go invalid.
No problem. I will show you tons of them. Chapter 59, verse number 7. Whatever the Prophet he gave you, you take it. So, you take what the message assigned to you. Whatever he said to you, you take it. It is an order. You see it?
Yeah, I
Chapter
see.
59, verse number 7. There's few more. There's many. There's too many. No? In the Quran says it too, that whoever obey Allah, the messenger will obey Allah. No? Who will make that for the please? And you will see chapter 4, verse number 80. He who obeys the messenger obey Allah. Correct?
Let me check. I go Talal Itani Quran. Let me check. He is. It's obviously all against each other. You can't. You don't know who to listen to.
No. So it says determined that you have to obey Muhammad first, because obeying Muhammad is obeying Allah. So it means
No,
Muhammad
that's wrong. That's no good. I don't obey a person rather than God.
I'm saying, okay, this is the Quran, or Muslim, you have to obey.
It's 18, isn't it? Reach.
But what you and Mahab, so did you confirm this one?
No, I can't deny this.
Okay. So, was Muhammad a God? Is a perfect God? Is a God or is a human like us?
He should have been a human.
Okay.
Because he clearly said, Abdul wa Rasuluh.
Okay, do human do error and mistakes and
He was.
okay, let's go on from that too. Thank you. Make it easy for me. So now, how you can obey a sinner, and by obeying the sinner, me or you
No,
or
you can't
Muhammad?
obey. You can never obey a sinner.
Okay, so it says here, he obey the messenger, obey Allah. To assume
I
that I can obey
don't
Muhammad.
allow my children to kiss my hand either. I don't like
My friend,
people.
I'm not talking about you and my sister. I'm talking about, this is the Quran saying, in order to obey Allah, you obey Muhammad first. And this is not my translation, and you speak Arabic. Huh? من يطع الرسول فقد أطاع الله ومن تولى فما أرسلناك عليه حفيظا. Okay, so it's clear. So you have to obey Muhammad. Now, you said to me when we were talking about Ibn Kathir and killing Christians, you said to me there's no single verse in the Quran was abrogated by Muhammad. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
What about the Mut'ah?
Well, I've read briefly about Mut'ah was allowed in Quran.
Okay, chapter 4.
And Muhammad allowed it too.
The same chapter we are reading from, chapter 4, verse number 24. Okay. And do you practice Mut'ah yet?
No,
Why?
because my wife is going to kill me.
This is not the question. This is not because of
No, I don't believe that. Mut'ah is not, no, it's filthy. It's like,
Okay.
to me, Mut'ah sounds like a prostitution business.
Okay, thank you. I respect your honesty. You agree that this is prostitution. So why Allah allowed the Mut'ah?
Because Mut'ah is it's called, you can money for it.
Exactly.
Okay? It's not a free service. It's you pay somebody to have sex. This is what Mut'ah means.
Exactly. Actually, even Muslim scholars agree that this is about renting a woman, musta'jara.
Yep, yep.
So why Allah He allow you? You just say it's prostitution. Why Allah He allow you to rent women?
All I've been trying to do all these years in my life, asking these verses, but I just, convincing myself that probably a different time of life.
Okay, but let us go back.
Indeed,
No problem.
that's
But no, see, why? Did Musa allow people to do Mut'ah before Muhammad? Musa did a lot for that. Did Jesus allow Mut'ah? No. I mean, that's not a reason. If you want to find reason, you can find reason for anything. But you might say to a man who is a rapist, why you rape this woman? Oh, she was wearing short skirt. But that will not change the fact that you are rapist, correct? If you ask him, why you stole? Oh, this guy, he has a lot of money, but still you are a thief. This is not excuse. Look what it says here. This is really Muslim website and those audio scholars saying that Muslim women, when she have the contract of Mut'ah, in some works, a special terms apply. Women who practice Mut'ah, musta'jara, or rented women. Mut'ah is considered as a kind of rental because in general, a man's basic aim of this kind of marriage is sexual enjoyment of the woman. And in the return of his enjoyment of the woman, Islam agreed that this is a rental. Now, was the Mut'ah abrogated by Allah?
yes,
Where?
shouldn't be. Because the Sunni is not doing it anymore. Only the Shia.
Okay, but I'm asking
Because people still doing it. Shia is doing it in Yemen and Iran.
you remember, my friend, you said to me, show where Muhammad he abrogated the Mut'ah. This is in the Hadith. You said to me, show me where the Hadith abrogated the Quran. The
Show
Hadith
me.
abrogated the Quran. Here we go to the Hadith.
If this is correct, it goes into a form of cult. Because a personal cult, not even a cult, a personal, very, very personal cult. Because a man cannot bypass a God's order.
All right.
Simple as that.
Well, you see, when you called me in the beginning, you said, why you...
But show me the hadith, please.
Okay, no problem. When you called me in the beginning, you said to me, why you keep insulting Islam, saying that Islam, you can find that essentially.
Yeah, but you need to prove it. Not just
Anyway,
saying cult.
you are watching for long, I think, already, and you notice that whenever I say something about you, and I'm doing the same with you, the same as I do with everybody. So, it's nothing new. Alright, let us see. Let us find one of the hadith. There's tons of them, but we will find the most authentic ones. Sahih Muslim or Sahih Bukhari, whatever you wish. Let's go with this one. Sahih Muslim. Hadith number 1406. Is here the page? The Messenger of Allah said, "O people, I had permitted you to contract muta." What do you mean? But Allah forbid it now. Until the day of resurrection. Sorry for the rest. Muhammad is
I
Allah.
forget.
You know verse, Hadith.
Yes, yes. I have, Reverend, 2 years ago, I have confronted an imam, a very, very big imam in London, okay? And he gave, so, I had 33. He said that that action, that mut'ah was abrogated in the Quran
Where?
before Muhammad.
Where?
Surah An-Nur, ayat 33.
And no, we will go to An-Nur. We go to 33.
Yes, he told me a story about
That's
Abdullah Saluli.
That's false, my friend. There's nothing here have to do with anything. It's for that, wearing, covering their clothes. What is that to do with anything? That's false. And you will not find anyone who will agree with this.
Surah An-Nur, ayat 33.
33. Okay, 33. Sorry. Okay. So how this is abrogating the mutah? Actually, this verse alone should make you read this now. This verse legalizes prostitution.
No,
Yeah, so read with me.
1 second.
Read with me carefully, it says. But force not your slaves for prostitution when they
Yeah,
desire
that's what it says.
chastity, in order that you make gain in the goods which may make money of this life. But if any of you compels them, yet after that, Allah is all merciful and forgiving. So, what the Quran is saying, and I think you speak Arabic, you speak English, so it's very clear.
It's,
That if they agree with you, you can do prostitution. Force them not. Force them not to do prostitution. We did not say prostitution is forbidden. Force them not. Huh? لا تكرهوا فتياتكم على البغاء إن أرادوا تحصنا. Force them not. Okay. So if they agree, it's okay. And if you force them, Allah is all merciful anyway. And we're in this verse is saying that, you know, a mut'ah is abrogated by this verse. There is no Muslim in the world believing this.
Allah is Ghafur Rahim for who? For
It
the...
doesn't matter. There's no penalty, there's no punishment, and prostitution is allowed. Another example. Allah, He sent down 10 verses for breastfeeding.
You mean breastfeeding, like...
For men.
What you mean, breastfeeding for what?
For men. Allah, He allowed Muslim women to give their birth to a strange man to suckle them 10 times.
But in the Quran?
My friend, this is in the Quran. This was in the Quran, that's not in the Quran now. And the wife of Muhammad, she used to order any man who want to enter upon Aisha to suckle the nieces or the sisters of Aisha. Very good, carefully. Yahya related to me, from Malik, from etc., from that Aisha, the mother of the believer, sent him away while he was being nursed to her sister, bint Abi Bakr, as-Siddiq. And he said, suckle him 10 times so that can come to see me.
No, you can't see anything like that in the Quran.
Okay, where it is?
I don't know, you tell me.
I will tell you, no problem.
If it's nowhere, if it's not in the Quran, it doesn't exist.
No, it exists. But what happened, a goat would eat it. So we can say in this case, it's not really Muhammad who abrogated this, it was a goat. Read with me carefully. The verse of stoning to death and breastfeeding for adults 10 times was revealed, and the paper was written under my pillow. When the Messenger of Allah died, we were preoccupied with his death, and a tame sheep came and ate it. Down there it says, these verses were obligated in recitation, but not in reading. How you can obligate something in recitation? This is fun.
It's shocking, not funny.
Yeah, for me it's funny. It's stupid too.
It's and breastfeeding, not just one.
Yeah.
But this meant to be memorized, okay?
No, it's not.
That was the time when the Quran was not written.
My friend, all the Quran at that time was memorized. So when you say meant to be, did Allah say to you which one you memorize, which one you write down? No. He gave you a Quran, and then later, Uthman, he decided to write down. And as you see, even the poet ate what is written. It was not meant to be memorized. It's written, and it was under the pillow of Aisha, which was the pillow of Muhammad. So it's meant to be written. This is why the goat ate it. Otherwise, if it's only memorized, the goat will not be able to eat something memorized.
I don't know what to say, to be honest. I'm going to have to go to the mosque tomorrow evening and in front of everybody to confront with these imams, because each translation contradicts the other. I don't understand, why should I lie about my God? If you can challenge my God, I don't need this God. If a Christian prince, an Arab from nowhere, could challenge my God, I don't need this God. My God, my writing, my God's book, the Quran, should challenge billions of Christian friends. Why these people lie about it, I don't understand.
But you remember when you called me, you said to me, you are lying about Islam?
No, I didn't say that. I said you either a fat liar, as you keep repeating yourself, or
But you are assuming that I'm lying, obviously, right? You are assuming
I've been in Islam since the age of 5, since I literally remember. And about 40 years of my life I've been praying to Allah, okay? And as I talk, believe me, my hand is shaking. It's very hard to talk about this, to question this book. It's been so holy to me. You know, it's like somebody's skinning me alive. Very hard.
I understand, my friend, but I just see you. I'm not lying to you. And I'm showing you everything right in the front of your eyes.
No, obviously I'm writing all these references, and we'll confront these mullahs, because they are lying to people. He told me that Ayat 33, Surah An-Nur, abrogated that mut'ah. But it was, well, obviously it was my fault. I didn't fairly
You
chase that.
said that al-mut'ah is prostitution. What kind of God will allow prostitution?
Mut'ah is more than prostitution.
Yeah, so what's the point of
No.
allowing prostitution? I mean, a man, he will have sex, go and get married.
Mut'ah was not for money. Prostitution these days, from other time, was for a kilo of grain or rice.
It's the same.
That was slow.
My friend, it's the same. If you give somebody a return for speaking with you, that is prostitution. You know,
It can be from God.
Product and the reward can be changed. Like maybe today you can send pay by credit, but that will not change the fact that it's money, right?
Yeah,
If a woman she sleep with you because if a
money
woman
for sex is very bad. It's
if a
not.
woman she sleep with you because you bought her a gift, whatever. This is prostitution. You know, it's product. Obviously it says I showed you even the Islamic reference, you know, that this is renting a woman for the exchange of sexual pleasure. It's like mut'ah, I mean pleasure, correct?
But how could let's say let's I admit this one. How could Muhammad know about all these facts about the universe?
That's what.
And this Ayat 30 in Surah Anbiya, he talks about the Big Bang, how the earth was created. I think it's Surah Anbiya
No,
at 30.
you don't need to do it, don't worry. This is why I'm questioning. Okay. If we go to the verse,
This chapter.
we will find the following. Chapter 21, verse number 30. Right away we see in the beginning, there's something silly and stupid in the verse. Read with me the first line, please. Can you read for me?
Yeah.
Okay, what it says.
To make the unbelievers see.
That the
Could you turn to everyone, please?
no problem, we'll read all of it. أولم يرى الذين كفروا أن السماء والأرض كانتا تفنان. Did you notice with me what is the stupid mistake there? So the one saying
Yes,
to me,
mistake, yeah, it can be yeah, because you
right,
can't
thank
see
you
what
very much.
happened
That is
back
my
there
person, thank you, here we
14
go.
billion years
Yes,
ago.
how this is a scientific discovery, and he is saying, don't they see?
Yeah.
Okay, so what he's talking about? They're talking about that the Arab at that time believed that Allah, He raised the sky up. It was together, and He raised them up. Where's the Big Bang? It says that the earth and the sky were joined together, which means there was earth and there was a sky. This is not what the Big Bang says. I don't believe in the Big Bang, by the way. But I'm going with you. So, if there is earth, there is a sky, or what we did, we split them. But this is not true.
Big Bang is not the fact. Big Bang is the most,
It's a theory. It is a theory.
the most, well,
It is a theory.
plausible theory, you can say. Yes.
It's up to you. But anyway, the Quran did not only here to make a mistake. Secondly, if you read the chapter you choose, it says, and we had set on the earth mountains standing firm, so it should not shake on them. The fact is, the mountains are not set on the top of the earth. The mountains are coming down from the deep earth. When the tectonic plates, they meet each other.
The mountain is a product of volcanoes.
Volcanoes or tectonic plates. Like when
Tectonic layers
yeah.
erupt
Okay, so, but here you're saying the opposite.
over lavas.
Allah, He placed the mountains in the top of the earth, so it's not going to shake on us. So the Quran
Is it
describes the earth.
31?
Huh?
Did you say 30 or 31?
We are reading both 30 and 31. So the first one is wrong. Secondly, and we will explain to you how he claimed that the first one, how it worked. So now, Allah, He left up the sky, and later we will show you in different verse, He made it a roof. And here He's saying that Allah, He placed the mountains in the top of the earth. Do you believe in this? Is that accurate or this is false?
Scientifically, this is doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, but you are the one who chose this chapter for me, not me.
But I didn't say 31, but 30.
No problem. So 30 and 31, they can be each other. If this is a
We have
mistake,
second and mountains standing firm.
and the purpose was, they will not shake on us. Japan is a country has between an average of 800 to 2,000 earthquakes a day. And it's all of it is mountain. Actually, the reason they are mountains is because there's earthquakes and volcanoes and etc. So here, Muhammad, he exposed his fabrication. Now, read with me carefully. And we made the heavens as a canopy, well guarded. Is that the atmosphere?
No, I'm shocked now.
Is that the Muslims saying that this is the atmosphere?
Yes, they are right, because the translation they gave, I'm afraid, in other languages like English.
So does it sound like this is the atmosphere?
No.
What the Quran is speaking of, that Shaitan, he tried to spy at Allah, and Allah will shoot the Shaitan by a star. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you really believe in this? That the stars are made to shoot Shaitan in his ass if you try to spy? And we have guarded it, what is the heaven? Allah claiming that only the lowest heaven has stars. And this is where some Muslims, they lie, and they say that this is speaking about the atmosphere, but this is the atmosphere, it means only in the atmosphere we have stars. So we have created the stars, and we made them only in the lowest heaven, as to beautify for the beholder. And the top of that, and we have guarded it, which means what? The near heaven, with from every outcast Shaitan. Okay, how he cast Shaitan out? Except him, the devil, that gain hearing by stealing. He is pursued by a clear flaming fire. Do you believe in that? How Allah showed Shaitan, Muhammad, he captured the Shaitan, he tied him up in the column of the mosque. So such a small, tiny creature, Allah, he will shoot a star. To do what?
So where do you get this translation from?
Look at you speak Arabic. You can change translation. Chapter 15, verse number 18, 17, 16. You can read in Arabic. إلا من استرق السمع.
Even the English ones have different, everyone translated in.
Because they lie. Because simply, many of them, what they do.
Yeah, that's what makes me very angry about it.
Yeah, they lie in order to make you.
Deceiving people. I feel sorry for those innocent Muslims coming here and swearing at people. But
remember, you said to me, either you are a big fat liar, so you were not far away from them, just 15 minutes ago. You thought I am a fat liar. You yourself. So what do you think? Is that from God or this is stupid? And then here he says, and the earth was spread out. وَالْأَرْضُ مَدَدْنَاهَا. Is the earth spread out like a carpet? I don't know what is your education. Where is the
Geoscience. This is my field.
This is your field. That's
I
wonderful.
studied geoscience.
Okay,
Yes.
that's wonderful. Okay, where is the hail is coming from?
Because listen, the beginning elements were hydrogen. Okay. So Surah Anbiya, I'm thinking of if God means he separated earth from the skies, if he meant the Big Bang, let's say, doesn't even make sense either. Because Earth is very, very young compared to the beginning of the universe, okay? Because the primary elements like hydrogen was at the beginning of the universe. But Earth is containing iron, which takes billions of years to appear, okay? So you can't stick a plastic to a gold. They don't stick together. They are different.
You see, I am not.
But I will chase these verses.
As long this is your science and this is your study, I want to ask you, where is hail coming from? Hail.
Hail.
Yeah, hail.
Hail is a water, okay?
Water.
Affected by the Arctic wind, very cold Arctic wind, and they became hail. That's how it's made.
So you don't think it's coming from mountains, and Allah He breaks hail from those mountains?
Mountains?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Mountains, like in the sky there's mountains, and Allah He breaks with the hammer hail and He throw it at us.
Well, is that in the Quran?
I'm just asking you before we talk about the earth.
No, even if I say that myself, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't take it for granted.
Okay, but if you find
Hail is coming from the sky. It's the vaporization of our oceans. Okay. In a dense cloud, they become hail, snow, or rain.
Alright. So if I fight for you from the Quran, are you willing to do Islam?
I can't decide now because I need to, lots of things to chase.
Doesn't matter.
But,
This one is a lie and you mean the rest is a lie. I mean, you just say this is impossible. It's not.
I'm not a prophet. I don't deny any mistakes. If I do a mistake, I put my hands
The
up.
Quran,
My father did a mistake.
the Quran is unburied manual. Islam is wrong. Chapter 24, you are the one who asked me,
If these are true,
my friend.
yes, I renounce Islam.
Alright, that's wonderful. Guys, he said, he promised he will not stand. The same chapter, you are the one who asked me to go to chapter 24, chapter 24. Verse number 43. You can read in Arabic, you can read in English, in any word, any language you want. In English, they try to fabricate and to change the meaning. Like I will show it to you in Arabic. Now, as long as you speak Arabic, me and you will get better understanding. It says here, وَلِيُنْزِلُ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مِنْ جِبَالٍ فِيهَا مِنْ بَرَدٍ فَيُصِيبُ بِهِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. Does it say that or online?
Yes, okay.
You promised you will denounce it now. Hail is coming from mountains in heaven. I mean, even cartoon, they don't do that. And look here in the first translation, I want you to confirm this with me.
I believe that you mixed, somebody mixed these things into Quran when they reckon
Let's see what it
the
says.
book.
See that
It can be from God.
See that this is not a book of God. And look what here. As long as you speak Arabic, why the Muslims they lie and they say like mountains? Does it say like mountains in the Arabic?
No, anything between these two brackets, don't.
They are trying to cover up. So look, they send down from the sky from mountains, which is in heaven, hail.
Doesn't make sense.
So they fabricate the translation in order to cover the security. Whoever wrote this book is full of shit. I mean, this is maybe work for people who...
Whoever, this part here, whoever written, didn't have a clue about anything in the sky, what's going on in the sky.
Assuming that the one who did this is Allah, Allah had no clue. What about this?
I don't believe this is from a God.
Look at this. Allah, He created three kinds of creatures.
Because one of the principles of being a God is do not afford any mistakes. What makes me different from God is I am doing mistakes, I do a lot of mistakes, but God should be a little bit different from me. No mistakes.
Well, my friend, from the first page of the Quran to the last page, I can show you English mistakes. I'm not showing you real mistakes. I'm just showing you the chapter which you choose yourself to put in Islam to be true. So, Islam is the most silly cult. And now you understand why I am saying it's a cult. You said why I'm calling Islam as a cult. Now, you promised me if I show you this and this will be true, you will leave Islam, correct?
Yes.
Are you willing to keep your promise?
Yes.
So are you denouncing Islam?
If this is all true, we heard Islam is a cult.
So you agree Islam is a cult?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Because an order from God, okay, could never be bypassed by any man.
That's right.
Never.
I'm really happy for you.
Because if that happens, God loses its status as God. You can call it something else. Okay? If a president, for example, if Trump makes an order, let's say Iranians not allowed to, and an officer, a police officer in the airport say, no, forget about Trump, I'm in charge here, he's going to go to prison, or Trump loses his status. So now, to compare that to God, Almighty God, it doesn't make a sense, my friend.
Absolutely.
Hypocrisy is not in my mind. I listen to reality, I listen to truth, evidence.
But you know, you as a person who, like today, after this moment, like a Muslim, I can't call you a Muslim now, but I want to ask you, when the Muslims they say there is science in the Quran, etc. Why they lie? Why they fabricate things?
So I was going to ask you this question. Why they even make money? Because they have loads of books. In London, you got too many laborers, Islamic laborers. They selling billions of dollars a year in books. They get in from probably the Arab countries for printing these books because the books are obviously very, very expensive. They all laminated, nice colored, you know.
And pictures,
It costs $30, but they sell them for cheap.
they insert articles about scientists, or sometimes fake scientists and sometimes real scientists, just to fool people.
No, you don't have to do that. No Muslims, if any Muslim is listening to me, if anybody, any Muslim brothers or sisters trying to do that is fooling themselves, because my God should be able to challenge somebody like me, Christian Prince. Who is this guy? Who is Christian Prince? How could he easily come and challenge my God with evidence?
Does that what make you angry? Because I was like a real
Yes.
Christian fan?
But what makes me angry is people fabricating to the facts.
Like, I never fabricate. If I do life and I say people you can call me and you can question and you're welcome. I never, everything I say, I show. Understand? Everything, every single word.
It's my fault because kept it, you know, under the blanket, like you say.
So my friend, I want to question as you know. And I take the opportunity to invite you to accept the Messiah as your Savior. You let it know, that's wonderful. For me, I'm not done to save you. I did the half of the job. And I would love to invite you to accept the Messiah.
What would you recommend me to read? Because again, like Islam, I'm not going to just take Islam like another religion like that.
No.
I will read about it,
No, absolutely.
okay?
No. You can
And
read. You can read your
if
friends.
Christianity does make a sense to me, yes, I will call you back in a month's time probably,
All right.
and we'll have a chat.
All right.
If not, I can still come back and telling you about, you know, arguing Christianity as well, because I'm not scared to talk about Christianity, if I know 100% is from God.
No, neither we are. This is why we are.
God should challenge all of us.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anyway,
God's word should be like an atomic bomb. Nobody could face it.
read the four Gospels, you know, of Christ, and you know, try to when you read, try to like you see. I'm sure you are smart.
What's this story behind the Old Testament and New Testament? What is the problem?
There's no story. It's the Old Testament. It's simply the Old Testament is a book about God and history in the same time. The history of the Jews with God.
Right.
As simple as that. So the Jews, the Old Testament is a book of books. It's not one book. And this book contains their history with people around them and their history with God. How they disobey Him sometime, how they obey Him sometime, how God you know, how they forsake their God sometime. So the Old Testament mostly is kind of a collection of many stories about what happened to the Jews and the prophets of the Jews. The New Testament is about Christ and what He accomplished in this earth when He came to us. And this is why I say if
Somebody like me, where should
the New Testament,
Start.
because the Old Testament for me is just to increase my knowledge about history of man with God. But the New Testament,
so why they say it's been corrupted?
who says that? The Muslims.
I heard from too many imams. The Bible, is corrupted.
You see, the Imams, this is the problem is, the Imams are, if you remember when you called me, said either you are a big fat liar, the Imam are the big fat liar. I will show you something from the Quran and you can do what you translate for us. Let me open the Quran. Alright. This is the Quran. I will look at the screen. What مصدقا لما معهم confirming what is with them, correct?
To refresh. And when we can do and when they came to yeah. If I'm going, I'll try for myself. I'll try for
Yeah, I'm saying. So
Put
when
the
you
tears
look
in.
at the Quran, you're crying and
just wait them. I'm crying for my childhood. I'm crying for my youth.
No, but you just cry and just the tears rush down nothing wrong with the cry.
But I haven't killed anybody for my faith.
I understand
I
that.
was always showing the beautiful face of Islam. I didn't know about all this.
Yeah, I'm happy for you know today. My friend, you called me, and I'm glad that you were able to call and crying. Great men they cry. David we cry. We cry always, and cry can wash our sin. That's wonderful. Don't worry about it. So do you see? They said to you that the Bible is corrupt, but the Quran says, and this is the Muslim translation, which is strange that this translator here is not being hit too much. It says confirming what is with them, the Jews, which is the Torah, and the Injil, which is the Christian, the Gospel.
Mm-hmm.
So how did I? And why? The Quran is saying confirming what is with them. With them, not.
Yeah, I see.
They like you, my friend. They are a bunch of liars.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not going to put too much pressure on you. I can tell you are crying, and we are, all the
But everything, I have a chat with some men.
Well,
They have,
what about you challenge them to come and be with me? Let us make a change.
yes, that's what I was going to say, yes.
But the vertical, and you will see, they will never do it.
Yeah.
They will never. The only way they will come to be with me, if you don't tell them Christian friends, don't tell them who I am. Tell them, I will call this guy and you will debate him live. If you tell them this is a Christian friend, that will never happen.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome, my friend. We are happy for you. And I ask all the Christians in the chat, we have more than 1,000 people that are listening. Please pray for the gentleman. I do not know your name, by the way, but you don't
My name is Ahmed.
Muhammad. Guys, pray for our brother Muhammad. And this is the beautiful thing about Christianity. Even if your name is Muhammad, they tell you, I be loved by the Lord, the Messiah. And I hope soon you will see the truth, and the truth will set you free. The Messiah, he said, I am the truth, which means there's no other truth except me. So I pray to the Lord that he will lead you to the truth, and you will be free. You will not be a slave of
I
Allah.
beg my Muslim brothers and sisters to stop swearing, writing dirty messages. Chase the evidence. Chase your own book. Do not swear at anyone. Swear at the imams who lie to you every day. With a big smile on their face. They lie to you and they smile. I always notice that. When they have a big smile, they lie for something very big. They lied about something very, very big. Because how can I lie about God's words? How can I change God's words? If I know this is from God, I wouldn't dare to change it. But I believe these people don't believe in God. If you believe in God, you wouldn't dare touch His words.
What kind of
How can you
God?
fabricate?
What kind of God he can protect his book? How the Muslims are saying that Allah is the one who sent the Injil, and then the Injil is corrupt. I mean, this is an insult to their God. Right?
You buy a BMW from BMW with 3 years warranty. They say if you fabricate anything, your warranty will expire because we made this car. Nobody can, find a mistake. So how about God's words? How could you fabricate God's words? You can even fabricate your BMW.
How we allow them. I mean, once I asked a Muslim sheikh, he said to me that the Bible is corrupt. I asked him, before I show him the verses, I said, okay, what is fabricated by Allah will or against His will? He said, I need to think about this and I will tell you back. I'm saying, don't never call me back.
Yeah, it happens to me when I ask too many questions, to be honest. When I ask too many questions, they try to, not to see me. They pretend to be busy, they call me back, they give me a call, they have appointments, this and that, but it's just running away from the fact.
But you see, as long as you notice that they are fooling around, why you were not sure, why you waited all this time, you notice that there is something fishy.
Yeah, because I wake up in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, I go to work. They don't work. They never work. They make easy money. That's why. That's right. This is a good business for them. That's why. I believe that's why they're lying about. So they want to keep the business.
I'm happy for you, my friend, that you decided to do this.
Thank you very much for everybody.
You can call me anytime you wish, for free, and I will be happy.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
That is good.
Do you believe that gay sex is a sin?
No, if I can just be clear about that.
Do you think that gay sex is a sin? The answer, no. Welcome everybody, and this is the Christian Prince with you, enjoying the good day today. The Mohammedan, always they come to us with their new bully. They always bully each other. I never saw a Muslim who don't bully other Muslim. And Mimi Hijab, obviously he is jealous. This guy, he became a minister. Mimi Hijab is a boy in the street. He stripped, he take off his clothes, and thanks to David Wood, this guy, he would be homeless by now. But David Wood, he made him something. So I want to say thank you for being here, and let us start our program for today. Welcome. Peace of Christ, all of you, and please let us have some good time and learn something. I was going to talk about 2 different topics today, but when I came online, I saw, YouTube suggested to me a video of Mimi Hijab is pink upon her. So Mimi Hijab, he made a video, and it's posted in his channel. It's called, Is Hamza Yusuf a Muslim? Is Hamza Yusuf a Muslim? And then he said, he saw an interview of him in the TV, and they asked him a question, if gay marriage, or being a gay, is a sin. Is being a gay a sin?
Sex is a sin.
No, if I could just be clear about that, that's not.
Sorry, I did wrap up. Isn't, I mean, this guy wearing hijab, he invite Andrew Tate, who is a pimp. Do you know what pimp means? And then he is now talking about sin. This guy, he have a pimp, and he was praising the pimp. And now he is talking against this guy because he is wrong. He is out of Islam. He said being a gay is not a sin.
I've been asked the question about 25 times and answered it the same way 25 times. So I can't change what's in certain faith. I can't change what's in scripture. What I can tell you is the approach that I will take, which is that I will not allow personal faith to be the basis of legislation.
Now, at the end of the interview, she asked him point blank, unequivocally,
This guy, he is not a gay, but his mouth is over the mic. Why you don't suck it? What they ask you point blankly? What?
completely. Is it a sin? And he said, no. This is Kufr Akbar. This is something which takes somebody out of the religion of Islam.
Ah, so now he is out of Islam. Aha, okay. Now, according to Islam, can a man go and do striptease in the street? And by the way, you are not a gay supposedly, right? And you shave the hair in your chest. Because this guy, he always take off his clothes. He love to show, like he think he have muscles. I mean, this guy, he think he have something. It's beef. But anyway, if you look at his chest, he shaved all the hair in his body. But he is not a gay. And he is angry. The guy, he said, it is not a sin. Pink boy, what you gonna do? Now, if we ask any Muhammadan, where in the Quran it says that if you are a gay, you don't go to heaven? If there is any Muhammadan can show us where? I want every single Muhammadan who is listening to me and to this potato, who is sucking the microphone, but he is not a gay, where we can find in the Quran that if you are a gay, you don't go to heaven and you are not a Muslim. Any Muhammadan can tell me? Isn't it the stupid Quran says, and I will quote by word, Allah forgive any sin, all sin, except shirk. Your God don't care if you are a gay or not. You stupid idiot liar. Your God himself is a gay. When they ask Allah why you cannot have kids, he said, how Allah can have kids if you don't have a girlfriend? You don't. And in the whole Quran, not a single verse saying what is the punishment for being a gay. There's only a story about Lut, which is a story from the Old Testament. But nowhere in the Quran is speaking about a punishment, like, if you, in the Quran, if you do fornication, but Islam is religion of fornication, but they give, you have to do fornication by rules, like you do mut'ah or zawaj friend, but the fornication would be considered fornication, there is a punishment for it, and there is no punishment for being a gay, except two places in the Quran. One speak about the lesbian, and one speak about the gay. And what the gay is, hurt them. And if we go to the interpretation for the verse, it says, beat them by sandals and insult them. Beat them by what? Beat them by sandals and insult them. And if they repent, leave them alone. So when this potato, he say that in Islam, let us go to the verse. If you are a gay, you are not a Muslim. Every single Muslim, he knew that this is absolutely false. Chapter 4, verse number 15. This is talking about women sleeping together. Let us go and read the interpretation so we can laugh. The funny is that Muhammad, he considered being a woman, sleeping with women, is very, very harsh. But a man is sleeping with a man is not a big deal. Read with me and laugh. And this is the Quran, and this is the interpretation. Let us go here, verse after it. As for those women of yours who commit loudness adultery, call for Muslim men of you to witness against them. Oh, that was my hello. Assalamu alaikum. Christian Prince, I told you, don't call me Eid Ramadan. Zakir Naik, we need for witnesses. There is two women having sex together. But we cannot punish them unless we have 4 witnesses. So, can you join me and call 2 more Muslims? Let me call a Christian. Number 2, if they are women and they are having sex together, you cannot prove that they are having sex. Zakir Naik, why? Because Prophet Muhammad did it with him. He did it in Bukhari. And you can do the detail of the deen. That you have to see the penis going inside the inkwell. And those 2 women did the penis. What? Yeah, you're right. Those women didn't have a penis. And the Prophet, he said, we have to see the penis going inside the thing, you know the thing, like the thing in the inkwell. Exactly. And therefore, there is no way to prove that they are having sexual intercourse. Because simply, women didn't have sexual intercourse. And simply, we are stupid. Zakir Naik, don't blame me. I mean, you're all saying being for witnesses. But of all, there is nobody in the Quran that said the being for witnesses for the sin. It's a verse in front of me. Chapter 4, verse number 15. Read it. Get the verse. First of all, chapter 4, verse number 15 is in the Quran. I see in my Quran, we have chapter 4, verse number 14, and then we have chapter 4, verse number 15. There's no 15. What? There's no 15. What do you mean you jump it? Exactly. Because originally I'm from Korea. And in Korea, number 15 is haram. What? Number 15 is what? It's not haram. It's kind of like number 13. Like there is no floor, number 4. What the heck has to do with this? There's no floor number 4. We're talking about the Quran. What do you mean there's no floor number 4? If you go to Korea, you will not find a friend, you will not find any floor in number 4. Okay. That is superstition. Exactly. And Allah is superstition. There is why in the Quran, we said anything has to do with number 4. Zakir Naik, focus with me. This is not 4. This is in chapter 4, verse number 15. Christian friends, are you typical what? The holy chapter is chapter 4. So we keep it. The holy chapter is chapter 4. So we skip the chapter. Man, that's good. That's so good. Mm. Then, now this is about the women. And if we catch them, which is impossible, we jail them for their lifetime. Mm. What if a man have sex with a man? We beat them with sandals. Read carefully. If two of you are homosexual, doing intercourse, punish them both with insult and beat them with sandals. And Mimi Hijab, he made the guy kafir because he said it's not sin. But Mimi Hijab, it is a serious sin. I mean, in the Quran, there is punishment like cutting hands for stealing an egg. But as long as you don't steal it from Muslims, if you're, nobody will punish you. But if you steal it from Muslim, we will cut your hand. So for the stealing egg, we cut the hand of the guy. And then if a man sleep with the man, we beat him by sandals. And he is a gay. I think he would get excited. Imagine how stupid this man, his name is Muhammad. If a man, he stole an egg. You see, the Bible says that if somebody he steals to eat, this person will not be punished because he is stealing based on hunger. He is not a bad person. He have kids to feed. He's not stealing money. He's stealing food. So if a person he do such a thing, the Bible is very merciful with such a person. Muhammad, who he himself is the biggest thief in history, he stole even women from their families. Now is going to teach us how, and by the way, this is what the Arab used to do. The Arab used to, if somebody he steal, before Islam, the pagan Arab, the same as the pagan Muhammad, they used to cut the hand of anyone is a thief. So Muhammad, he adopted what the Arabs do, and he added, but we cannot find this in the Quran too. Nowhere this one can be found in the Quran. This is only in the Hadith, as usual. And we cannot find really a punishment of death in the Quran. You will find that in the Hadith, as usual. Which means those are not really mentioned in the Quran, for they are not important. So here you will notice with me, the Prophet of eggs, he said, the one, may Allah curse the thief who steals an egg, for which his hand is cut off. Egg. So if you steal an egg in Islam, the punishment fit with the penalty. Do we agree? With the crime. If the crime is bad, then the penalty will be very bad. So if you steal an egg, we cut your hand. As long as you are stealing it from Muslim, we cut your hand. If you steal it from Christian, Hindu, Jews, Allah bless you. Halal. Their blood and money is halal. But if you are a homosexual, doing homosexuality, we beat you by sandals. This is religion. And this guy is going live on air with no shame. He's speaking about this man, he is not a Muslim. Is it your Prophet Muhammad, he said, and let me find the hadith, that in the heaven there is no buying nor selling, except images of men and women. If the man, he like it, which means the image, he enter it and have sex with it. If Muhammad is not a homosexual, why he is promising you to have sex with men in heaven. So if in heaven you can have sex with men, why you cannot have sex with men in earth? Let us go to the hadith and love together. Read it. And now for sure they will say to you, it's da'if, which means you cannot trust Islam. Islam is not trustworthy. All their books is a fabrication. Well, if you say those books are is false too, because they are in the same books. So we will find here your prophet saying, not me, and this is your translation, not my translation, that in the heaven, which is nothing but a pimp house, there is no buying nor selling except images. And whoever, and if a man, images of what? Images of men and women. So he did not say images of women and the customer is a man. No, he said images of men and women. In fact, he said the word men first, which is your favorite fruits. Like you mentioned, the last delicious one at the end of the list, at the end of the menu. So you're a false prophet saying that in the heaven there is a playboy. Your prophet Muhammad is a pimp before Andrew Tate. Somebody saying he is released. He's not released. He is still under arrest. You know, those cases, they take forever. I mean, those women, they filed against him 2 years ago. So they cannot keep him there forever. And they will put him in that home. He's under arrest. But anyway, regardless, he is a pimp like Muhammad. But Muhammad, for sure, he is a pimp more than this guy. Because Muhammad, he did even make it legal in the Quran to be a pimp. If you go in the Quran and we search for the word prostitution, which is mentioned only the word prostitution as it is, mentioned actually twice. One when the Jews accused Mary in a very false word, and one about prostitutes, who they are doing prostitution by Muslims. Allah, he said, okay, Muhammad, force not your girls to do prostitution if they choose chastity, and if you force them, Allah is all merciful. There is no punishment for prostitution. In fact, this is a license. If they agree, God will bless you. Allah bless you. The God of the pimps. There is no punishment for prostitution. It's the opposite. You see, I have a license here. Force them not if they choose chastity. He did not say it is forbidden for you to do prostitution. He said the opposite. It is lawful for you to do prostitution. Especially if the female women, who usually they are the slaves, agreed upon it. And even if you force them, Allah is all merciful. The Muslims, they say, Allah is all merciful to them, to the women. Okay, what is the punishment for the man? You just gave him a license. He just gave the Muhammadan a license for prostitution. So when Muhammad, he promised images of men and women, and if the man liked the image, he will enter it and have sex with it. And then Muhammad continued speaking about the hur. If you remember, when a woman, she asked Zakir Naik about the hur, he said, brother, find the word, hur is a plural word. It's not the male or female. So inshallah, you will have a hur. So the man, Zakir Naik, the video is there. He's promising a Muslim woman she will be F non-stop. Allah, they will F her whole men. So hur, according to Zakir Naik, not to me, is men and women. And now those men and women, they will sing for you. This is not my words. So when the Muhammadan they want, this guy, you know, he was their hero. And when they want, they bully him. Where you been in the last 20 years? This guy always support gays and lesbians. You Muslim post his videos everywhere defending Islam. Huh? Where you been? But this potato, because he is jealous, this person, he became a minister, he is a street bully. And if not David Wood, he is still in the street in the corner wearing his pink t-shirt. It was David Wood who made him flourish and have a lot of money. And now, Mimi Hijab, the one who go naked in the street and he strip and he wear jeans, if you watch his video with Yasser Qadi, he was wearing jeans, have holes in it. Fashion boy. I mean, have you ever heard of a man, he claimed to be a real man? He wear jeans, have holes in it all over his body. Why? You want to show your skin? And you are a religious Muslim supposed to grow in a beard? But you shave your chest hair like the Prophet? The most obvious stripper, speaking about the most obvious false prophet, who is a Muhammadan would like to call us and tell us why Allah in the Quran never mentioned any harsh punishment for someone he is, as this guy, Mimi Hijabi, claimed. You are not a Muslim if you do so. That's what he said. This guy, he spoke to me yesterday, the blind man. He is saying to me, what do you think about a video from an atheist? My friend, we laugh at those atheists. That person, he believes he's a monkey. I cannot debate him. Because there is no, his logic does not exist. His logic is against his own. He have no proof of anything. He don't talk Christianity. Why? Because he says love your enemy. So Christianity is the biggest problem. In fact, if not the Christianity, he will not be able to be an atheist and free. Every freedom exists in the world today, especially even in the West, it's because of a Christianity, not the opposite. And because those atheists, they are cowards, you will see them attacking Christianity, but they go mute. Very few of them, they speak against Islam. The majority, 99%, because Christianity is nice. So we can say whatever we want against Christianity. However, you can invite this potato to call me and let us see what this atheist he can do. Let him call me. And let us see how long he will survive. Anyway, somebody asking me if you can debate a Muslim. We always, we keep saying call us. Don't ask me this question. Don't text me in Skype to ask me such a silly question. I mean, we keep saying our Skype is open, call us. And then you send me a question saying, can a Muslim debate you? Is that really a question? Somebody in Skype saying to me, how are you doing? That's a serious question. What we can say? Any Muhammad? Any half Muhammad? who is a Muhammadan would like explain to us why in the market, there's a market, and this market there's images. Does that mean that the promise of Allah of male and female to have sex with is just fantasy? It is a three-dimension images? Are they real people or this is image? It says here in front of me, images. Are you going to wear glasses in the heaven of Allah and you will see three-word dimension that you are touching a man or a woman? If this is not true, then you tell me why it says images. Any Muhammadan? My Skype is open and the information actually in the info of the video. Would like you to call me? Would you like to call me? Any Muhammadan? So it turned to be that if a Muhammadan, he became a minister in England, he is not a Muslim. Well, all of you are not Muslims. If you don't agree with what he say, but you yourself, you carry a passport, have a cross in it. Who is more stupid now? And who is more hypocrite? Isn't it the Quran says, take not Christians and Jews as a friends or protectors? Chapter 5, verse 51. Potato. You know why I call those people potatoes? Because they are potatoes, you can't find them. You cannot. If we ask this potato, the one who claimed to be a man, what is on your passport? Is that a cross? The cross on the crown, the cross in the middle, the cross in the other. The cross is over there, please. What is the flag of England? So now the guy, he says gay is not being a sin, but you carrying a passport, have a cross in it, is not a sin in Islam. Do you pay tax to the infidels?